Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is just, I don't know what's going on here. All I can tell you is that I'm having a mare. And this is what happens when you wake up with like 10 minutes before your thing. And what you think is set up is not actually set up at all. This is going to look really bad, but I think I've forgotten to do this, but this is going to be on the wrong display screen, isn't it? Oh, no, I've got it right. All right, hold on. I need to turn that off. I'm echoing. What's going on here? Get rid of that. There we go. All right, I think we're good. I don't know what's happened. It's been an absolute mare. I thought I had everything set up on the laptop, and I changed it to the display port to someone else, and for whatever reason, it caused the laptop to lag like buggery. So I'm not going to do that in future, but we should be all right. With a little bit of luck, we are live. I apologize. That was, this is what happens, man. This deadline this week has been in the worst possible case. I've had so much work at work. I just haven't had enough sleep. That's what it comes down to. And I'm not functioning at 100% capacity, but we are functioning. We're live. There we go. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, we are live. Boy, oh boy, that was hard to get going. That was hard to get working. I'm going to get this timer up and about in a minute as well. My can of Red Bull can't wake me up quick enough, honestly. I woke up and I was like, oh, what time is it? I looked at my finger. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. But we're alive. We're alive and up and about. And the problem is if Manchester United played tomorrow, this would be so much better because I actually would have just gone back to bed and slept until I woke up. But I can't watch games not live. And it's really funny because I said to my boss yesterday, I was like, I'm going to be really tired this week because my sleep is I'm just not going to have any. I'm not going to have very much of it. I'm literally going to cark. I'm going to finish work today, and I'm just going to probably go home and pass out. So that's going to be exciting. But at least I don't have to make any videos for a while. So that's pretty good. So we're going to crack on. We're going to get that timer up in the screen in a second as well. Bear with me a second. Oh my God, this is, there we go. I think I've adjusted this to the correct time. I've got literally an hour. It was meant to be an hour and a half, but look, you can't take an hour at this point, to be honest. It's a miracle I've actually got this going. There we go. You've got 59 minutes. That's going to finish a little bit earlier than what I'm used to, but whatever. We're just going to roll with it. We're going to crack on it. And yeah, that's the team at the moment. I actually got Rice captain. What the hell? I didn't even notice that. See, this is what happens when I load up my team. I didn't realize I had Rice captain when I did it earlier in the week. So this is before I made any content. I had Rice captain instead of Gabriel. I think I'm just going to back myself in now. I'm not even going to defer to the card. Sorry, I'm going to get into the chat very shortly as well. Look, sorry, I'm literally just waking up. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Actually, hold on. I'm going to quickly do something because I need to back a poll then. Here we go. All right, sorry, folks. Are you triple captaining this week? You triple captaining this week. All right, I'm going to leave that for a minute. Get your votes in there, and I'm going to start whacking through your questions as well. I'm going to go through and have a look as well. All right, get that off the screen. Move. I'm just checking to see if everything else is right because I had so many issues switching over. Hello, Avi. Good to see you, buddy. Hello, Bridgie man. Well, mate, I'm literally waking up. Yeah, that's all I can say. I looked at the other chat and look, I've already deleted that, so sorry. But yeah, it is what it is. What am I doing this game week? I'm just going to roll in like that, baby. I'm not going to, hands off the keyboard, stuff it. If Jared Bowen gets 15 points on the bench, I'll just say, stuff you, Stelius. Should have captained him this week against Man United. Yeah. Got to grab triple Arsenal offence, no Haaland, don't mind it. Pickford to Henderson, James to Nurse for a -4 fair. No triple captain on Gabriel opinions. Yes, please smash a like because I'm literally half asleep. I haven't shared this at all either. I just can't be bothered, to be honest. We're just going to roll with it. And if you found me today, you found me today. If you didn't, you didn't. Obvious triple captain on Gabriel, guys. Don't overthink it, boy. Anyone got Henderson as their goalkeeper? Hello, Bateman. Good to see you. Henderson as goalkeeper this week, I reckon it'd actually be pretty mint. I'd rather Henderson than bloody Sanchez, I can tell you that much. Bench boosting with Wolves players and a Burnley goalkeeper. Mate, good luck. Bench cash or Bowen D in it. I'd bench Bowen, mate. Yeah. I know that Bowen's going to return today. I just know it. Actually, in fairness, West Ham apparently got a few issues in their squad. I read on X literally as I was going to sleep, well, when I was just putting my phone on charge, and I read that apparently West Ham got huge issues with their squad tonight. So if that guy doesn't get his hair cut tonight, he's never getting a cut. He's never getting a cut. I'll go there personally with a pair of clippers and shave his head for him if he gets me on a plane. He can probably afford to because he's charging people a fortune to actually cover his story at the moment, I believe. Bowen has a ridiculously good record against United. I'm aware of this. I said that in, I think, today's video as well, because I know I've always owned Jared Bowen against Man United. Like last season, I had him, and I knew that we were going to lose. I just knew we shouldn't have lost. So Eric Ten Hag, I don't know how he lost that game, but Jared Bowen scored, and that was the only positive out of that game. I remember it very, 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 very well. Sadly, for all the wrong reasons. Playing a triple captain, if not, no, look, I was, I'm not going to lie, I was going to triple captain this game week. Like, factually, I was always going to do it. I was doing that a while ago, but now I feel like the cartel have all jumped on board the strategy because they're like, oh, I don't know if we're going to get a better week in game week 32 or, I don't know, whatever week they were thinking about. And so essentially, I've just decided that I'm just going to ad hoc it, and I'm just going to hope. You know what I'm hoping for? Actually, I'm going to pull the fixtures down here. You know what the D unit's hoping for? I'm going to tell you what the D unit's hoping for. So, according to this, game week 34, where are we? So, Brentford play Man United in game week 34. Now, this is going to sound ridiculously far-fetched, and it probably will not eventuate, but I'm putting my eggs in this basket. So, in game week 34, Brentford play Manchester United. Now, the game before, obviously, Chelsea play Man United, which I'm aware one's a home fixture, one's an away fixture. Now, there is obviously a possibility, small possibility, because obviously Manchester United are out of the FA Cup. There's a small possibility Man United double if Brentford can just keep winning in the FA Cup. Now, if that happens, I'm not someone that is intending on bench boosting in 33. I'm literally playing my triple captain in 33. I know Trigan Nightmare have been on at me about, oh, you can have 15 doubles. You're not going to have 15 doubles. And if you can have 15 doublers, probably 3 of them are going to be Burnley players. And I'd rather not have 3 Burnley players doubling in my team. So that's just not going to happen. So I'm hoping for a Man United masterclass. That's literally what I'm hoping for. I've got no consolations or what was it, reservations? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. I'm still, as I said, waking up. But I'm also trying to make sure I'm pretty sure that I've convinced the missus to play triple captain. So we're hedging our bets right. The missus is playing her triple captain. She's got it live and active on Gabriel. But I've got no intention of playing one. My triple captaincy chip will not be becoming active tonight. I actually think I'm going to captain Declan Rice. I'm going to bet against the Arsenal defence. And if it comes in, I'm going to say, Stellius, was it ridiculous not captaining Gabriel, or was it genius captaining Declan Rice? Maybe both will be horrible, and it'll turn out that maybe we should just captain Haaland. Who bloody well knows? That's the beauty of FPL. Sometimes it's the randomness of the game that makes it that much more fun, if that makes sense. All right, I need to quickly sign in there. I need to quickly check her team, sorry, because she said, can you just check it before the deadline closes? I was like, yeah, okay, I suppose I can do that if I remember. And I'm remembering now, so I'm going to quickly do it now on her screen, and then I'm going to get back into the chat very shortly as well. But there we go. Also, today's watch along, it's going to be a bit all over the place, not going to lie. I'm obviously going to be awake because if I go back to bed now, I'm probably going to sleep through the entire games. So I'm just going to stay up. I'm going to try and sleep at the end of it for about 2 hours. That's the plan. If Man United do my head in, I'm just going to be a grumpy old sod all day, and I'm probably just going to phone in sick. I can't do that. I'm live now. There's no way I can fall in sick. I'm just going to sit there. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to say, is there any chance I can work from home later on and work on some policy stuff? And I'm going to go home and work from home properly. That's the plan, I think. All right, where are we at? Okay, that looks correct. All right, yeah, she's got a pretty good bench this week as well. All right, a triple captain is definitely active. What? Why has it done that? That's weird. Like, I've just checked the triple captain, right? You don't have to press save your team if you... What? So if you make a sub, right, you have to obviously save your team. But if you play triple captain, you don't need to save it. That makes absolutely zero sense. Okay, whatever. Her team's good to go. That's all I can tell you anyway. All right, let's have a look. Hello. Yes, please smash those like buttons. I just did the one free transfer, Tarkovsky to Munoz. Very nice. Appreciate your dedication. Fair play. Thank you very much, Peter. Just chill. You should be You should DC Krejci before. Oh, mate. Oh, Krejci for old time's sake. Yeah, legit. Honestly. Oh, mate. I'm going to bring him back for bench boost. Bench boost the second time round. Krejci gets me a goal for like redemption ask. Surely that's the case. Triple captain Gabriel Sheep are fully active. Colm, yes. Start one, DCL, Sinesio, Wilson. I would start the DCL unit, honestly, because I just think I've got no faith in Chelsea's defence at all. No faith. Start Tarkovsky or Cash. I'd probably start Tarkovsky there. Wan-Bissaka captain's last one. Oh, mate, that was unbelievable. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, Stelios would have said that is a ridiculous captaincy decision. And yet he reckoned that Bowen was a ridiculous captain. I mean, Bowen actually had the form on his side and the fixture. It wasn't ridiculous. It's just the outcome was just stupidly bad. This Gabriel Rice, no sheep. Yes, love it. I'm thinking triple captain Yokros instead of Gabriel. If Arsenal do concede, you're in the bit. Exactly. If Yokros scores, got more chance of 3 bonus. Yes, that's correct. Did you fall asleep yesterday? Did you see the chat? I was in the chat, mate. I was in the chat. I didn't. I'm assuming you mean the chat for the live premiere. Yeah, I was definitely in the chat there, and then I went to bed straight afterwards. Thanks for the advice, D. Thank you. My pleasure. Sorry, I'm getting through the questions. I'm just a little bit behind. Just all over the place. Sorry to say I'm one of the sheep. I just don't think it's worth risking it. Yeah, I understand that. Honestly, I do understand it. I noticed from last year, I didn't triple captain because I played my assistant manager in 24 to 26. And we got to game week 33 and I just thought I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I look back then and I don't know. I didn't actually play a chip. I did play a chip. In 32 and 33, I played bench boost in, I'm going to say it was 32. And I got 6 points. And in 33, when I was going to play the triple captain, there was a chance that Aston Villa could double if they'd beaten Aston Villa in the FA Cup. And they completely blew up my triple captain chip because then I just ran out and I ended up playing on Harlem for 2 points. So, yeah, there is merits to going now because, this is definitely a double game week. And Arsenal are definitely in that mode where they can focus on the league in these 2 games. There's lots of nice days between the fixtures as well. It's just I'm just rolling the dice, baby. I'm hoping Man United get that double with that Brentford and Chelsea game because I tell you what, Man United, Bruno Fernandes, triple captain, game week 33, I'll be there. Superstar, start Thiago or DCL. I'd start the DCL unit, honestly. But I think both are probably pretty good. They're both on penalties as well. Start Bowen or Thiago. Honestly, it's Bowen over Thiago all day long in that contest. I'm exactly the same bench as you, except from starting Bowen over Chalobah because I want United to get smashed. That's fair. Are you getting any Crystal Palace player in? No, not this week. Bowen, my captain's on Rice too, holding the TC and hope for a City double. Yet fair. Rice is surely Rice is definitely dual haul. 100% is dual haul. That's why part of me just wants to risk it, mate. I'm here for the risk. And I remember Trig was talking about in his videos this week. The thing is, I've got very high appetite for risk. I play the game, as I said, every week. I play it very differently. And yes, I'm knocking around at 1.2 mil, but I'm still actually having quite a lot of fun at this rank, which is just ridiculous, really. I mean, like, you look at my team and it's a good team. It's just, unfortunately, it's not quite equating to the points you'd expect it to equate to. But hopefully between now and the end of game week 38, it corrects itself enough that I end up inside the top 100K. Because I feel like if I end up inside the top 100K, which would be still the top 1% of the game, with the way I've been playing this year, that just shows you can just be stupid and have a lot of fun with it. And I want to finish with that rank just to sit there and say, you know what? You can do it your own way. Literally do it your own way, and that's essentially what I'm trying to do this season. I'm a Henderson, very nice. I'm very good, buddy. Play Bowen or even Ilson. I play oh, that's a tough one. I feel like Bowen's at home. I think I play Bowen and have even Ilson first drop. I already got Munoz and Sarr, yet you don't need anyone else. I told you before you cannot play as a Jared, mate. You all right? Dunder, I'm going to test out that theory this week, baby. I'm going to test it out. Start Jow or Hill? I would start Hill. Even Ilson has juiced some goals. He is. Newcastle's rubbish. They are horrendously bad. Jow should just be sold. No one should own any Newcastle players. They are horrendously bad this season. Literally horrendously bad. Where are we at? Oh my God, I've missed a whole bunch of chat. Sorry. Delusional unit is fully up and about. We'll feel good to Captain Rice from Brentford Sky, I know. And imagine if Declan Rice pulls out a 17-pointer on one of these games and scores a brace. Oh, mate, that'd be so bloody brilliant. I'd love it. Play even Nilsson or Bowen. Yeah, Bowen. Would you bench boost Dubravka, Hill, Maguire and Anderson? It's not bad, but it's not good either. Start Mane or Bowen. Bowen. My captains and Rice stop holding the TC and hope for a City double later. I'm not holding it for a City double later. I'm holding it for a bloody Man United double later, and I'm hoping Brentford do it. That's why I'm holding it. Rice is surely Jewel. Oh, he's definitely Jewel. Gabriel Fire. Would you captain Palmer? Honestly, if you bought Palmer, I'd 100% be thinking about it. I put him in the top 8 captains because I just thought, that's for you, Trig. Don't be a sheep. Back in your player. If you really think he's a golden goat pick, put the captaincy on him. Otherwise, why'd you buy him? He's 10.5 mil. He's not worth having if you're not going to captain him. Gabs, Timber and Rice already. Nice. That's pretty good, actually. Honey and Lemon will keep you up. Haircut booked in for later. You would like to hope so. Starting Hill and Rayan, I will take a form. Yeah, love it. Keep the likes coming in. Yes, please do. If you were to pick one this week, Saliba or Zubamendi, I would pick Saliba. I think Zubamendi is a complete trap. Bench one, Thiago versus Arsenal at home. O'Reilly versus... Oh, you benching Thiago. Oh, bench one. Yeah, I think you're still benching Thiago. It's against Arsenal. I love seeing the Rice captain. Yeah, I'm just doing it. Not tempted to start Bowen over Chalobah. I am very tempted. I'm exceptionally tempted to do it. I'm not going to do it, though. I've got to back it in. If he burns me on the bench tonight, by all means, crack on. I'll cop. I'll only be able to laugh because I kind of know it's coming. So it's not even going to affect me really. You know what? I'm going to tell you something I was going to do today. I was going to before I looked at moving out Wilson, Mukiele, and Bowen today. So that entire bench, and I had the exact money for Strand Larson, Lacroix, and Sarr, and I was going to play the bench boost and take a -8. Triple Palace against Burnley, Bart Simpson away. I mean, if that's not a good bench boost, I don't know what is. And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, well, you know what? If they don't all bang, I'm taking a -8 in order to make this happen. It just didn't feel right. So for that reason, we're not going to do it. Play Evanilson. Yeah, Bowen over Evanilson. Would you rather bench boost in a single? 100%. I'm 100% bench boosting in a single week. I've got double game weeks are just completely overrated in general. I've played my bench boost twice in the last 2 seasons in a double game week. I got 6 bloody points on a double game week last year with a bench boost. It's just better to pick a team where your fixtures to look good. Worrying about doubles is sometimes a complete fraud. It's like people playing Wolves players, man. What are you really expecting? Is Mane really going to outscore Bowen this week? Probably not. Is Bowen probably going to outscore him? Probably yes. I've got armband on Mad Wakey right now in a wildcard draft, trying to hold temptation to switch to the Ockros. That's fair. Would you bench boost to Bravka, Semenyo, Solanke and Ballard? I'd be more tempted by that bench boost. Actually, it sounds a lot better. Saliba or Zubamendi, Saliba. Good evening, Darius. Need to bench one of Mane, Semenyo, Enzo, Mbumo or João Pedro. Well, you're benching Mane. That's a very easy decision. Play Tarkowski or Thiago. Thank you very much, Bateman. Yes, thank you very much. Play Tarkowski or Thiago. I'd play Tarkowski. Please rate my team. Raya, Gabriel, Senesi, Keane. Rogers, Bruno, Enzo, Rice, Thiago, Ekatike, Haaland. Looks pretty good to me. I mean, you don't... The only player I'd even think about changing in your entire team is probably Keane. Because I think Bramthwaite comes in tonight. That's the only player I'd change. Start Bowen, Wilson or Tarkowski. Bowen. Any Chelsea leaks? No idea. Honestly, I don't care, to be honest, Steve, at this point. Chelsea, honestly, João Pedro is probably better off starting on the bench. You probably get more points coming off the bench in the second half. If you're on the top 10K, go differential. If you're over the 1 mil, the same, all or enough. Yeah, I mean, I went top differential. Like, I was in the top 10K all last season. I went differential like last year as well. Like, my chip strategy last year was just bonkers, and it didn't work. But I still finished in the top 10K. So, like, it's just, I'd rather have fun with it. I don't come here to be like everyone else. I come here to be different. Free hit a massive double week, yeah, or blank week, yeah, exactly. That's what the plan is. I mean, last year I free hitted game week 38 and it got me back. I actually think I won that by 2 points. My free hit team in 38 outscored my normal team by 2 points. So I suppose it was good, really, wasn't it? Is it worth taking -4 to get Munoz and Sarr for Keane and Semenyo not using TC? I've looked at something similar. So I looked at, again, -4 for, this was again going to be Wilson out, Sarr in, Bowen out, Strand Larson in, or something stupid like that. And I was going to play the bench boost with Mukiele instead of Lacroix. I didn't like it. I don't have that much faith in Crystal Palace. I know they won, but I tell you what, they played a Brighton team that were horrendous on the weekend. They did. If they'd beaten someone of note, I would have probably been a bit more keen on it. Who would you start between Hill and Zhao? Hill all day long. I don't even need to read the rest of the team. That's an easy decision. It's Hill. Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, your team looks pretty good. Just read it out there in my head. I would normally read it out in loud, but I'm just trying to save my words at the moment. Huang injured. Oh, no, that's disappointing, isn't it, Rob Taff? If Arsenal score 4 past Wolves, I'll probably feel better to be captaining Rice. Yep. I'm going with because Gabriel's not going to get bonus points if they smash Wolves 4-0, unless obviously he scores a goal. Then he's probably getting bonus, but what are the odds of that? I mean, there's just as much chance of Gabriel getting himself sent off against Brentford on Thursday night than there is of doing that, probably. I'm going with Martinez, Chalobah, Timber, Gabriel, Rice, Semenyo, Rogers, Bruno, Ekatike, Haaland, João Pedro, subs. Looks pretty good to me. That's a pretty good team. What's with the caps? No idea. Do you go to the gym? Yes, I went yesterday. I'm probably not going to go today because I tell you what, if I've got any energy left at the end of today, I don't know what's happened. I'm falling asleep in my chair at work, probably. Chalobah is getting sent to the bin at the speed of light. Yeah, mate, 100%. Don't care if he gets DC. He's getting turfed out. Look, honestly, the Chelsea dream run has been anything but a dream run. I wish I had double Chelsea attack rather than double Chelsea defence at the moment. No fun doing the same as everyone else. I'm 67K, been cutting players like, yes, love it. Exactly. Wilson and Sarr, figure it out later. Yeah, could do. But I don't have the money for that. I've got zero money in the bank. In order to get Sarr and for Wilson, I need to make another move somewhere else. Captain Bowen, I sold him this week. You're welcome. You man, my man. TCing Rice and flops. Let's drink a beer together. Yep. Save it for the weekend. No, I can't drink midweek. Who do you think are the best defenders under 5.5 this week? Lacroix. Mateus Nunes. I'm very excited to have him in the team this week. I reckon he's going to be great. Those are probably my two favourite at the moment without thinking too much about it. Then Hill looks really good as well, like lower down as a cheaper price. Seriously considering a 1 week punt for Havertz, would sell Thiago and then bring back that. I like it. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that move at all. I agree. Gabriel, triple captain doesn't quite feel right. Rice captain is defiant. Have Rice and Gabriel got one free transfer already. Have Richards instead of triple Arsenal considering Jar. Yeah, I love that. Now, there is a world where you don't need triple Arsenal. Like, I always sit there and I look at these double game weeks and quite often they get overblown and the results don't go as you'd expect. And look, before I predicted 1-1 for Brentford and Arsenal. If that happens, all of a sudden the Gabriel triple captain looks a little bit silly, if that makes sense. All it takes is Brentford to score a goal, and it's probably not going to be that good. Oh my God, have I this far behind in the chat? I am. Wow. Sorry, I'm getting there. I'll go quicker. Have Rice and Gabriel got one free transfer? Already have Richards instead of triple. Yep, got that one. Start Thiago or Wilson. I would start Thiago. My dad is triple captain Zubimendi. You brought him in versus Leeds. He's just mate. I love that. I hope it bangs. Munoz captain next 2 game weeks. Yeah, I know. He scored against both teams the first time round, Peter. I honestly, if I just had the space in my team, I'd do it, but I just don't at the moment. I'm still considering triple captain Haaland at Fulham. Don't mind it. Fulham haven't been City in 19 games. Also, Man City smacked them for 5 the last time they played. 7 goals from 7 games. Well, yeah, exactly. Love it. I built my own guy at home. Yeah, nice. Love it. Cement weights. Mane looks good, to be fair. Does he? I don't think he's doing it. He might actually, in fairness, he might do something against Nottingham Forest. So difficult to nail bench boost in a double game week. It is. Used both my bench boosts already, 8 and 9 points. Yeah, sometimes it happens. It's just unfortunate, really. Captain Lacroix, you could. Rice is a good differential captain choice this week. I'm getting Gabriel triple captain just based versus ceiling. Yeah, fair. Fingers crossed. How many do you think are actually going? I think quite a lot. If all the cartel fold and play their triple captain, I think a lot of people will play because there's a lot of sheep out there. Thank you, mate. Mane's on the bench, so felt good with some confidence. Yeah, I've no faith in that, man. No faith. I've got no faith in Wolves. After that Chelsea game, no faith. No faith at all. Bench Enzo or Anderson. Honestly, that's a tough call. It's got to be Anderson. You've got to play the Chelsea fixtures and then just turf Enzo, I think. Anderson's... It is against Wolves, though. There might not be as much DC because they're playing Wolves as well, so that's something to consider as well. Jow to Hill and Virgil to Timber, or Jow to Timber and Bowen to JSL. I prefer the first option. Bowen's a way better pick than Jorgen Strand-Larsen in any given game week, regardless of fixture. He's just a better player. I just want to let you know that you mixed up the captain and vice captain. Love your stuff. Yeah, I know. I've deliberately left it on Rice because that's how I opened the app up, and I'm just leaving it. You're making fun. It's how I found your channel. Got bored with the others. Their advice. Roll. Yep. It's weird. I'm actually rolling this week, and it feels bloody bizarre. But I actually can't sit there and find a player that I would buy this week that is better than what I'm already playing. That's why if I had money, I'd probably swap Sanchez to Henderson, but I'm 0.2 off that. And I'm not taking a -4 to change a goalkeeper. That's the only time I won't make a hit is when the goalkeeper's involved. What about Calafiori? I already have Gabriel and Rice on it. Yeah, you could. Timber's expensive next week. Yeah, I think, 100% you could definitely buy Calafiori. Should I triple captain Rice or Gabriel? Honestly, it's just whatever you're feeling. Honestly, the card reckons you shouldn't captain Gabriel, and I'm pretty sure I picked Rice over Gabriel. Well, let's ask it. See, it says Rice in that combination there. Why are you not using your TC? Because I'm just not going to. I'm doing my own thing. I'm literally just aside. I'm just playing different. Took it for Munoz, Sarah and Enzo. I hope it works out. Yes, love it. Yes, nice class. Start money this game because I'm in 4 points. There's a flaw, isn't bad. Maybe he'll do something against Forest. He could. Please TC or captain and Gabriel or Rice. What? Please TC. Well, yeah, that's what I've got. Captain Rice, vice captain Gabriel. I'm not playing triple captain. Bench Dubravka or Verbruggen. You've got to play. Get rid of Dubravka. No one should be playing Dubravka. Burnley are in that free fall moment where they're just going to get relegated. That's when you start playing them again once they've been relegated. Which two would you start out on Monday? Ekatike, Semenyo and Enzo. Semenyo and Ekatike for me. Those two would be the ones I'd start. My God, where am I? Oh my God, am I this far behind in the chat? My chat keeps jumping all over the place. Sorry. So my next question, bench Semenyo or Creepy? Creepy. And definitely Jow to Hill, Virgil to Timber. Those are the moves. Do not be buying Jorgen Strand-Larsen for Bowen. That's just not a good move. I thought about it and I was like, what am I doing, you idiot? Don't do it. Not thinking Timber to Rice. I don't mind the captaincy on Timber. I'm just betting against the Arsenal clean sheet. Arsenal double up with Rice and Gabriel. Also got Richards. Thinking of bringing in Munoz for Jow instead. Yeah, like it. Havertz triple captain. You could. If you're risky. If you've got balls, do it. Start Sanchez or Donnarumma and one of Mane or Tarkowski. It's got to be Tarkowski and it's got to be Donnarumma, I think. That's it, yeah. That's what I would have done as well. You did the exact same thing. Bench one from Creepy Wilson and Thiago. TC on Gabriel active. It's probably got to be Wilson that gets benched there. I really appreciate D if you could change captain or so to not jinx me again, especially. Honestly, haven't any contemplated the active and you could see the Gunners could see it. Yeah, anything can happen in a game of football. That's the problem. Tempted to jump off Enzo to say I'm getting rid of Enzo in 2 weeks anyway. Let's competitive returns and powers. Yeah, I would agree. I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't mind it. Suggest a cheap defender to replace Keane or Hill. It's got to be Hill. Got more faith in triple captaining Haaland this game week? Yeah, same. If you were forced to get another Arsenal attacker or not named Rice, please rank the next 3. If you're forced to get another Arsenal attacker not named Rice, please rank the next 3. I'd get Martinelli, Havertz, Gyökeres in that order. Getting a Wolves player is a waste of transfer as well. I agree. Mane triple captain. I mean, if that comes in, by all means, that'll be hilarious, won't it? You could end up with the top score of the game week. I'm not triple captaining. There's better opportunities later on. I agree. Is there an argument to be had for starting Cash over Chalobah? There's just more chance if both concede that Chalobah gets 4 points because Chalobah's been getting 4 points every time he concedes. So I'd say Chalobah's still a better player to start. And Mbumo's fine. There's nothing. He was not limping heavily. I've watched that clip. He's not. That's just me after a game of football. The next day you wake up, you feel a bit better. 2 days later you can play again. Took him for Bruno Fernandes, not having him as I don't mind that. I'm still considering triple captain Haaland at Fulham. Yeah, I don't mind it honestly. You know what? Haaland might actually be a better captain than any. Is Haaland a better captain than any Arsenal player this week? Let's ask the card. Apparently he is. So there you go. Read into that what you want. But I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal completely underwhelmed in this game week. Going forward, what do you think of using a midfield spot to bring in a player each week who plays it? I'd love that. Daniel Thomas, I'm looking at something like that. Post wildcard, I'm just going to be making transfers to target Wolves and Burnley in any given week and just roll with it. What's out of my arm? Nothing. There ain't out on my arm. Not I'm aware of anyway. unless it's the boom arm of the microphone that's cutting into the arm, which is also might be what it is. Which 2 would you start out of Mane, Ekitike, Semenyo, and Enzo? Semenyo and Ekitike. Play the expensive assets. Chip, triple captain Raya. Oh my God, I've read that completely wrong. I just read Chip, triple captain Raya. I was like, what? It's Gabriel. Okay, that's fair. And I was like, I don't like that at all. Munoz, Havertz, Rice, Bruno, Enzo, Bruno G, João Pedro, Haaland. I would be benching Bruno G. I know it's against Spurs, but his record away from St. James's Park is awful. In fact, I'd probably just sell him. That's the only glaring thing I see in your team that needs work. Mrs. Trip Captain Rice, I've gone Gab. Nice. That does feel a bit weird. Bench boost unit? Nah, not this week. Definitely not this week. This is not a week. Trust me, I can guarantee the week I play it, it's probably going to flounder, but I tell you what, it's going to be 4 amazing fixtures on the bench when I play it. I've already got my plan on how I'm going to bench boost, and I'm literally aiming for a game week. I'm aiming for a game week 35 bench boost as things stand. That's what the plan is. I'm going to triple captain in game week 33. I'm not bench boosting in 33. And to fairness, if there is I've got free transfers after this week. So next week, so Wilson's away at Sunderland. Mukiele's at home against Fulham. Bowen's at home against Bournemouth. Bart Simpson's away against Brentford. There is a strong world where I bench boost next week. Vert's Nottingham Forest away. João Pedro, Burnley at home. Haaland, Newcastle at home. And Bumo's the same. Arsenal have got Tottenham away. That's the only thing, is that Arsenal have got Tottenham away. Now, what I might do next week is I might sell Timber for a Palace defender who are playing Wolves. And then it might be Munoz for Timber. And then I might move out for Bruggen for Kelleher and play my bench boost next week. And no -4 will be required. That would be Kelleher on bench at home against Brighton. It would be Bowen on the bench against Bournemouth at home. Wilson on the bench against Sunderland away, and then Mukiele against Fulham at home. I know there's a clash there, but I feel like that's probably a better bench boost week than this week. And then everyone else just roll with it. Munoz would be in for Timber. That actually looks like a really nice bench boost week. That's something I'm a lot more intrigued with, because I feel like if I'm going to do it, I need to do it in a week where I've got good fixtures for the majority, and I feel like that could be a good week next week, potentially. Right, did that one, feels weird. Gahey or Chalobah? You got to play Chalobah, I think, this one. Actually, you know what? Gahey's probably keeping a clean sheet. Chalobah's, I feel like Gahey actually might be a better pick this week. The thing is, I can't replace Keane with Hill as I already have Senesi. Hey, have you got 3 Bournemouth? Why not just have 2 Bournemouth defenders? They've got pretty good fixtures coming up. Triple captain on DM and Soundabout would never be made. Yeah, exactly. What's up? What's up, buddy? Who to captain out of Haaland, Bruno, Trossard, Palmer? Honestly, if you've got Palmer in your team, just throw a Hail Mary. Haaland and Bruno could actually be really good captains this week as well, you know. Would you play Dallo over Tarkowski Gahey? Yes. Would you do Rodgers to Rice for a -4? No. No, I don't think I would. I think I'd just play Rodgers. It's got Brighton at home. It's a pretty good fixture. Champ, would you bench boost for Dubravka, Munoz, Stroud, Larson and Richards? Yes. Yeah, I probably would. Like there's 3 really good fixtures there on your bench against Burnley. And even if it's 0-0, you're going to be getting decent points again, because Richards and Dubravka will be in huge points. Who to bring in for Bruno G then on a long-term basis or a short-term part? I'd bring in Dango Itara for Bruno G. Save a bit of money, and he's going to be really good from next week onwards. And just bench him this week. That's what I would do. My team is Pickford, Gabriel. In fact, that's actually what I'm probably going to do with Rice. My team is Pickford, Gabriel, Timber, Van de Ven, Bruno G, Rodgers, Rice, Enzo, Watkins, João Pedro. It was a pretty good team. Outside of the fact you don't have Haaland, but I assume you've deliberately decided to go that way, which hopefully works out. But yeah, otherwise the rest of the team looks really good. I wanted some advice on life. I'm usually a very confident person. I can't talk to girls but increase the honestly, just the best thing when you're talking to the opposite sex or whatever, if you're female, male, just pretend you're talking to your best mate. You'll find it goes a lot more natural. 17k no bench boost. Should I triple captain Gabriel if you want? I wouldn't be I feel like there's going to be a lot of people triple captain this week. And I feel like if I was 17k, I'd deliberately don't go someone else. I'd just hold it and do it on a different week. I'm triple captaining Saliba for a slight differential. Don't mind it. Yo, D in it. Should I take out Bowen for Pedro? It's definitely something I'd be looking at. However, I know how Jared Bowen works. I think he did the same thing earlier in the season. Actually, I'm going to look. I'm sure he did. I feel like he blanked against Burnley earlier in the year as well, after scoring points against someone. Where is he? Burnley. 2 points. That's right. He got 2 points against Burnley the first time. He doesn't like playing Burnley. Like, he doesn't like the easy fixtures this year. Like, where is his points coming? He scored against Nottingham Forest, scored against Crystal Palace, scored against Everton, did an assist against Leeds, DC against Bournemouth, an assist against Man United. See, this dude just loves playing Man United. Goal against Brighton, goal against Aston Villa, goal against Brighton, likes Brighton. Nothing against Wolves except the DC. Sunderland, a goal and an assist. A goal against Chelsea, and then blanks against Burnley. There's every chance he returns tonight. Like, I just know it. It's like the easy fixtures this year for Bowen just haven't gone well. He just returns in the games you wouldn't expect him to. But I really love the Pedro pick. I think if I had the chance at a João Pedro pump for 2 weeks, I think I'd go there. But then I look at Bowen, I'm like going, the next 3 games are probably when he returns. I'm convinced he's going to return on the bench tonight. Start Tarkowski or Wilson. I'd start Tark, not by much. Is Richards a good pick for Keane? Yes. Is there any other better weeks to triple captain? Yeah, 33 for me is when I'm going to be doing it. Are we really feeling good? Shout Man City defensive. Yeah, I'm just going Mateus Nunes. I just think that he's just brilliant. I'm gutted. If I'd owned him instead of O'Reilly, I would have got so many more points. I would never have sold him. I know he missed that Man United game, but outside of that, he's got so many double-figure hauls this year. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 double-figure hauls. I'm definitely keeping him. Yeah. Trash Pan is a crazy name. Rice is going to Sarr or Verts next game week. Like it. What do you think Gabriel's... He's going to be over 200% this week. 100%. So if you're captaining him and you get nothing out of it, or you just risk it and take someone else, would be my guess. Yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be really big this week, his ownership. Feel like Rice's have many swap roles last couple of games. There'll be more the attacker now. Yeah, maybe. But Rice is still on all those set pieces. If Rice gets a free kick, he can do what Szoboszlai did last week. That's the thing with Rice. Zubimeny's not on the free kicks. Start Krupi or Tarkowski or Garner. I think I'd start Garner. Good life advice. Well done. Thank you. Please help me with the card for Alderete or Enzo, please. Alderete or Enzo. All right. Alderete or Enzo. Let's go on with Alderete. That's hilarious. I would have said Enzo, but and then again, the card knows things that I don't. And then it also trolls me when I ask it questions. Because no space, fair. That's the gambler's fallacy there about Bowen. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Should I sell Bowen and Chow for Havertz and Munoz? You could, as I'm playing to cap. Yeah, if you're playing on captaining, by all means, sell him. 100%. My team's Rad, Gabriel, Calafiori, Nunes. Okay. Who are the other 6 players? But those 5 are good. Would you transfer Chalobah to Munoz this week if you had the spare transfers? Well, I do. I haven't made a transfer, but I don't have the money for it. So I've got pretty good team value wrapped up in Chalobah. I think my selling price of Chalobah is 5.6. It might even be less than that. It might be 5.5. So I can't get to him. I need to make a second transfer, which is why I can't do it. If I had the exact money and I had Chalobah was 5.8 and Munoz, I would make the transfer. Popular opinion, Gabriel's not the best captain option. I'm only captaining because protect my rank. That's fair. I want to sell Thiago and Hall. I have 2 transfers. I have João Pedro. Who should I go for? I want to sell Thiago and Hall. I have 2 transfers. I also have João Pedro. I wouldn't sell Thiago. I'd sell Hall. You can get there's plenty of good. I'd just get a Palace defender for Hall. I wouldn't bother selling Thiago. You're going to want him back next week. Captain Haaland instead of Gabriel, you definitely could. You know what, a Man United defender is a good shout. It is. Honestly, Dallo could be amazing again this week. Best midfield options for Rice next week. I'm considering Rodgers for Rice next week in a double move. That's probably my plan. Rodgers or Somerville, who to start? I would start Rodgers. Would you start Alderete or Hill? Hill. Chose already because they are unbeaten at home and Liverpool don't look like they score. Yeah, that's fair. Dean, massive shout out to Luke for the ride. Mate, that was brilliant, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. It was a very fun moment. I had to play it. I mean, our admin chat the entire last month has all been Footium, and the amount of crap that gets spewed in there is hilarious. And I just had to do it. It was too funny not to pass up, I think. My team is Ray, Nunes, Calafiori, Gabriel, Wirtz, Mbumo, Bruno, Sarr, Pedro, Harling, Bench, Creepy, Chalobah, Dango, and Collins. Are you happy with that? Or should I start Chalobah instead of Creepy? For me, I'd start Chalobah, but that's me. There's every world where Creepy Jr. scores against Everton tonight, though. So if you're feeling that one more than Chalobah, I'd say you've got it right. But because I don't own Creepy, I'm heavily biased towards my own player. Spirit Animal, hence Trash Panda, very nice. Play Tarkowski or Thiago. You've got to play Tarkowski over Thiago. I mean, Thiago is on pens. It just depends on how much Brentford value the FA Cup. Play Mane or Garner. I would play Garner. Sell Wilson or Rodgers. If you've got the money to do it, I'd 100% do it. Name your top 5 captains for this game week. Look, it's probably Rice, Gabriel, Haaland, Bruno Fernandes, and it's probably João Pedro. Yeah. Palmer's not an option for me. I have no faith in that man at all. Plus, I didn't think much of it. I know he scored a hat-trick against Wolves, but it was probably one of the worst hat-tricks you'll see. He did nothing outside of those goals. Literally nothing. And he's very lucky he's on penalties. Otherwise, he would have only ended up with a 1. And the fact that João Pedro literally got fouled by... I don't know what Wolves are doing in that game, honestly. Ekitike to Gyökeres for a hit? No. I think if you're doing it and you're captaining him, it could be worth it. But that's... You're betting on a man that I don't have any faith in. So I'd have to have extreme faith in the player I was buying to do that. So if you've got it, by all means. For me, I don't have much faith in Gyökeres, which is why I've not been tempted by him at all. Thank you very much, my friend, Mahanj. Much appreciated. Start Wilson or Garner. I'd start Garner. Play Dallo or Hill. Dallo. Evening weekday, short-term, Bowen to Strand Larson. I just don't like Jorgen Strand Larson, mate. I really don't like Jorgen Strand Larson. He's been crap. He's averaging 1.7 points per game this season. And he had plenty of chances last week to score, and he didn't score. Captain Gabriel, fair. Will Ahmad get any points tonight? I bloody well hope so. I really hope so, Matthew. Captain Havertz, if you've got him, by all means, a little bit of a differential punt. Happy days. I'm going to do Hall and Wilson to Sarr and Munoz. I mean, that's a pretty good 2 moves, I'm not going to lie. I like it. I really like those moves. I brought in Creepy as he showed last game week. I like it. Just needs to find the net, exactly. Which Arsenal midfielder other than Rice D? Honestly, it's Martinelli for me. I haven't read... has Arteta done a press conference? Can someone tell me if he's done a press conference? Because I'm going to look it up and see what's going on if he has. Which even with Palmer's hat-trick, he'll still... Palmer's just... The problem is, I'm not buying the fact that people don't think he's injured. He's just not right. I feel like anyone that went there last week can consider themselves exceptionally kissed and lucky, because I don't think he played well. I know he got a hat-trick, and obviously that's very nice and well played to anyone that did go there and anyone that captained him. I mean, that is literally... I love those Hail Marys when they come in. Like, it's just brilliant. Like, I just love the fact that actually came in. But you've just got to sit there. I feel like Hippie nailed it. He sold him before he'd even played. And he got the 20 points and happy days. I feel like that was the play, because it just... For some weird reason, I just feel he ain't doing that again the next 2 weeks. Arsenal don't have their press conference today. So they have their press conference tomorrow. So Slot has said Szoboszlai says one game banned. Gomez is still a doubt. Kushinov and Stones are fit for Man City. Mateta doesn't need surgery, but he's still out. Devaney should return. Van Heck returns, still no UEFA. Emery hints at small issues. Huang is out, unfortunately. Totti is closer. Andre to be assessed. Sunderland, Traore and Zaka are still out. And Burnley injury situation remains the same. Ward-Prowse is available because they're not playing West Ham. So no news there on Arsenal at all, which is not a surprise. And honestly, I don't think it'd make any difference either because old man Arteta just never tells you the truth. So that's probably that. 15 minutes of the deadline. My God, it's only 15 minutes. Thank the Lord. Is there any Wolves player worth playing? No. The short answer there is no. All right, let's quickly. I'm going to poll that. So 60% are playing their triple captain this week. That's interesting. Now I'm just going to sit there. I mean, I think I already know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Who is your captain this week? I'm just going to put Arsenal defender. I'm just going to put Arsenal defender. Arsenal attacker. And then I'm going to put the next two best options, which are obviously going to be Haaland. I'm going to put Bruno F / someone else. I'm assuming this is going to be Arsenal defender winning by a country mile, but let's find out. All right. Selling a player before they've even played is pretty ballsy. I know. I've done that before, though. My team now is Roofs, Munoz, Gabriel, Timber, Bruno, Rice, Enzo, Rogers, Haaland, Jabber. Very nice team. Very nice team, Hazan. Start Creepy Junior, Sinestri or Hill? Probably Hill. Huang out. Bit cold on the football pitch. Yeah, I know. You taking another nap before the games? No. I'm actually going to watch my Footium team play in about an hour's time. Actually, I'm probably going to have a 45-minute kip. And then I'm probably going to try and put the stream together while I'm watching South Park win, hopefully, the last game of the season. DCL or Thiago? It's got to be the DCL unit. Is there a lot of people doing wildcard this week? Prices have gone crazy. And probably just lots of people buying Arsenal players and selling other players to get them. Why not Gabriel as your captain? Because I'm just doing me. Gabriel, DCL or Thiago? It's got to be the DCL. Saying Huang's out to a chat will get you banned. DCL or Thiago? DCL, mate. Again. Another Palmer hat-trick tonight just for the FPL content creators. Keep doubting and keep in. Yeah, honestly, it could happen. I'm not going to lie. It could happen. I think there's more chance of him starting on the bench and getting a hat-trick, though. I guess Rice is kind of halfway between defender and attacker, exactly. He could Declan Rice is due some points, like well due. Like he done 5-3, 1-3, 3, but after that 17. And before that was 17, 0, 5, 11, 2, 6, 3, 4, 6, 2, 13, 7, 3, 11, 9. I've got to hope he has a week like he had here. Newcastle and West Ham. Back-to-back games. Goal and an assist. Happy days. Or something like he did at the start of the season. 6-6. I'd take anything over 10 points I'd be quite happy with this week as captain. Ideally, it's a 17-pointer, isn't it? I mean, Rice doesn't even feel right. I feel like Haaland might actually be a better captain than a lot of them. I'm captaining Rice. You know what? Stuff it. Let's just hope for the best. I've gone back and forth between Rice and Gabriel. Ended up on Gabriel. Yeah, I feel like most people are going to do that. I do actually quite like the Timber shout. I just feel like there is a world where he misses a game. But I mean, he shouldn't. If they've got the FA Cup in between, I feel like Timber probably starts both. Take a -8 for Arsenal defence. You've got to be pretty confident they're going to keep 2 clean sheets if you're going to do that, I think. You've got to be pretty confident. Can Declan Rice just turn it? Can he just get the 5.6 points on average for the next 2 games? I'd take that. I'd take that in a heartbeat. Can he do it? That's the question. Gabriel's 43% ownership. Not even 50% of the game own Gabriel. That's bizarre. How did only 40% of the game only own Gabriel? That's a lot of people that don't own him. Yeah, that's weird. I'm setting it triple captain. Big Gabby is what it is. Bench boosting with Zuberman captain. Nice. Good luck this game week playing Monday and benching ends out. It was either him or Ekatiko who can't hit a barn door or Verts who doesn't know where the goal is. Would you sell sells to Martinez for a -4 or just play to Bradford every week until game week 32? I'd probably buy Martinez. I'd free you with triple Wolves and Yokero's captain. What do you think? Honestly, that's brilliant, guest. Good luck, everyone. Yes. Just joined in. Are you keeping triple captain for future game week? Yes, 100%. Definitely keeping it for a future game week. Start Dewsbury Hall at Senesi. You know what? I actually should just go with what I originally started at the start of the week. I probably should just have Gabriel captain. Oh, part of me doesn't want to do it, though. But I feel like I look at that and I go, if I captain him, he's only 43% owned. So say you just captain him, that takes him up to 93. It's impossible for Gabriel to be over 200% with 43% ownership. It's not physically possible. Unless every man that's got him is triple captaining him, he's not going to be over 200% owned. Like, that's just maths. That's my maths. Unless actually, it might have changed. Hold on, let me have a look. It might not automatically update that. 43. No, it's still 43. That if you captain Gabriel, you'll actually make points out of it based on his ownership. I'm sure I've got that right. Because if everyone captained him, right? If everyone captained him and he's 43% owned, that would be 86% effective ownership. If everyone triple captained him, he would then be 120. Oh my God, I'm losing the plot. Have I got that correct? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Have I lost the plot? Is that actually making any sense? Or have I just lost the plot there and I'm just cooking numbers in my head that just mean absolutely diddly squat? I'm sure I've got that right. Yeah, what Bohemian said. Don't you think, though, if Rice gets a return, it's likely to be to Gabriel's head, though, hence yeah, you could be right. Rice is going to burst against Wolves and Gabriel's not keeping clean sheet versus Brentford. The thing is I'm aware that how my luck has gone. Every time I pick a different captain than I had at the beginning of the game week in my video, it's wrong. Like, literally, statistically this season, whenever I've gone against what I've had at the start of the week, it's been wrong. Case in point last week, João Pedro was my captain at the beginning of the week. I changed it to Bowen. It didn't go well. I had Tarkowski and Wilson a couple of weeks ago. Thankfully, they both beat the popular captains that week regardless. But our Wilson captain changed it to Tarkowski later in the week. We all know how that worked out. Wilson got 10 points and Tarkowski got 4. So part of me is like sitting there going, if I was originally going to do that, is this just another case of me just getting burnt by overthinking it? Or trying to be a bit clever? Start Mente, Wilson or Mukiele. I would start... Far out. It's a difficult question. Mukiele. He's at home. Saliba or Timber for Tarkowski. Yes, don't mind them. Play Thiago or Lafay. I have Gabriel triple cap. I mean, you've got to play Lafay if you've got triple captain active. A lot of people that don't own Gabriel stop playing. I think that's fair. What matters is ownership near your rank. Yes, which is going to be stupidly high. Yeah, but the thing is, though, around my rank, a lot of people actually aren't playing. So I might actually be, yeah. When the team starts making sense, I'll quit the game. You know what? I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit. Start the Bravcore roofs, stick to rice. Yeah, I'm just leaving it. I think Timber is due to bang. Just got, sure he starts both. Don't know XG is picking it up, but he's been very close. You're right. I mean, Martinez literally scored the goal instead. 4 free transfers. Should I bring Palmer or Sarr for 2 game weeks? 4 free transfers. Should I bring Palmer or Sarr for 2 game weeks? It's probably Sarr. Tarkowski or Ghana? Love it. Tarkowski. Look at that. I'd go Ghana. I'd go Ghana. Let's ask the card. Rice versus Gabriel captain. It's going Rice. The card's going Rice. There you go. The D. If the card's got this one wrong, that's on me as well. But the card is confirmed. Now that Nightmare's come in, so the card control him, I'm back on. The card can stop trolling me. So Rice captain, lock baby. Bench 1, Bowen, Hill or Chalobah? Hill. Start Dewsbury Hall, Senesi or Thiago? Dewsbury Hall. Why not triple captain Rice? Because I'm not triple captaining this week. Nightmare, are you triple captaining? Have you locked it in? Enzo or Sarr is good this week. Enzo to Sarr is good this week. Enzo to Sarr is good this week. Yes, I don't mind it. I have got in Dallo for Keane. Oh, my days. Love it. Thiago or Wilson to start this week. Thiago. Are you using triple captain? No, it's not active. It hasn't been active all week. No one in my private league is triple captaining Gabby. Should I risk it? Mate, are you sure though that no one's triple captaining? If you're sure that no one is, I would 100% risk it for the biscuit. Best defender other than Arsenal for free hit. Munoz. Deadline alert. Yes, 3 minutes. Bruno and Bumo. I think the card is on my side tonight. Bench Gahey or Chalobah or Mane. Mane. All day long, Mane. Bournemouth have conceded most goals from set pieces this season. Start Tarkowski. Interesting. 2 of the teams have conceded the least set pieces. Wolves and Brentford. I know. Very interesting, which is why Gabriel captain might not be as good as it looks. Are you going to end stream after deadline? Start again after an hour? Yes, 100%, mate. I've got nothing to do for the next hour. I'm just going to chill out for an hour. I need to set up the next stream anyway. So I don't know how long that's going to take. Hopefully not too long. Yeah, Big Gabby, 7+ points per game if it was Haaland with his double note. Yeah, exactly. I would agree with that, Nightmare. I would definitely agree with that. I see the appeal. I'm just backing in against the appeal and hoping that I've got it right. Start Munoz or Somerville? It's got to be Munoz. I mean, West Ham apparently got some massive issues tonight with their squad. From I don't know what, but apparently they've got issues. There could be a lot of changes there for West Ham tonight, apparently. Start Creepy or Anderson Forest. Anderson. Hey, Nightmare. Made any chances? I don't think Nightmare. I think Nightmare's doing me. I think he's rolling as well. I'm pretty confident. I'm not completely up to date because I literally woke up and hopped on here. But I feel like he could also be rolling like me. I mean, how boring is it? I hate rolling. Oh, there we go. He did. Now that is a sexy transfer, folks. If you've got the money, if you've got hit Hall, Munoz is an unbelievably good purchase this week. I love that move. Gabriel being sent off first 10 minutes. Mate, if Gabriel gets sent off the first 10 minutes for hauling down Thiago, I'm going to lose my crap when I wake up on Friday morning and go, I am a genius. I'll be like, it was a ridiculous decision to triple captain Gabriel. I'll be there. Done, Rice captain. Do a -4. Sell Cunha and Keane for Sarr and Munoz. I wouldn't do a -4 for Cunha out. I'd just sell Keane to Richards, I think, and not take a hit. I did Hall to Munoz too. My captain him next week. Yeah, I love that. How did you get the money to upgrade Hall to Munoz? Yeah, I think you had it in the bank. Munoz to Chalobah this week. Don't mind it. Best of luck. Yes, best of luck to you as well, Bateman. Hopefully it's another green arrow for most people. Hopefully it's a green arrow for me. Gabriel getting red card would be, mate, it would actually, I would, like, the fact that you don't have him triple captain, it would be pretty funny, right? Even though you've got him in your team, like literally everyone that's still playing the game has probably got Gabriel in their team. Ray Alday, Gabriel, triple captain, Timber, vice captain, like that. Munoz, Rogers, and Mbumo, Bruno, Semenyo, DCL, Haaland. It's not a bad team, mate. That's a pretty good team. What do you think of roofs out for Henderson this week? If you got the money and the free transfer, why not? I went Timber captain. Good luck to you. Thank you, Kevy. Just cancelled my triple captain on Gabriel 30 seconds ago. I was either love you or hate you all. To be determined. What song like? Yes. I don't know what time we're going to start, but I'm watching the Man United game, so I'll be live for that game. I don't know how the rest of the night's going to look, but we're going to just roll with it. I'm going to be exceptionally tired today. But yes, we're past the deadline. That is the team. We're locked in. Rice, baby. I mean, yeah. I didn't actually realise when I opened the app up that I had Rice captain, but everyone saw when I started the stream. I had no idea I actually had him captain. But that's it. That's the team. No transfers for once for the D unit. No hits taken. Feels a bit weird. Starting the game week at 0 points instead of -4. That also feels a bit weird. But that's the team. We're going to roll with that. Yeah. Happy days. Hopefully it's a green arrow for everyone tonight. Hopefully your triple captain bangs if you've got it active. Especially if you've got your triple captain active on Declan Rice. I hope that absolutely goes monstrous rather than the Gabriel triple captain. But I do understand the allure of both, and hopefully they work out well for everyone. There's no pubcast today. That's Gary. Gary View. All right, folks, thank you very much. I'm aware that was a shorter deadline stream than normal, but I got through everyone's questions, and the main thing is we actually managed to get a good hour in there post all the nonsense starting it, so that was nice. We'll be back in a little bit with a watch-along for the Man United game. I don't know what I'm going to do for the... I might well start at 3:30, which is... I'm trying to work out what the time is in the UK. 7:30. But I'm going to be not using the normal thing. I'll be using the Man United overlay for that game because it will be a Man United watch along. I will be watching the other games, but that's essentially how it's going to be going down. So just bear that in mind. When it's active, that's what it's going to look like. Anyways, I'll see you all very shortly. I'm going to go and get a little bit more sleep, a little bit more rest for the next 45 minutes, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thanks for watching. I've been in the D unit. Play some video games. I might do that, you know.